Hi, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a reading on what to drop and what to pick up regarding love. Not going to use those because I haven't even asked anything yet. These 4 readings this month will be of the same system setup, right? I'm going to be doing life, work, career, and then one more just like your overall creativity or inspiration, right? All right, so the first one is going to be love. So, one card for love, please. And this deck is the Herb Crafter's Tarot. Oh, look at that. Ooh, Chariot. So some kind of movement when it comes to love. Let's get what to drop. What are we dropping regarding love? What are we dropping regarding love? Adelita of Water, Ocotillo. We'll have to read these because I don't know these either. Like, they are their own deck, their own messages, kind of like the Mystic Oracle deck. Oh, I wasn't ready yet. All right, comes out again. And then this is what to drop. What to pick up. What to pick up regarding love. Ooh, Nettle. Nettle is so good. One of my favorites. This is Ace of Earth. Obviously, you can't pick it up straight up because it's it has like skin irritation. But if you like harvest it with gloves and blanch it, or dry it, let the little stingers fall off. Oh, so good. So good, so good, so good. Read up on how to process it and handle it before you do. So gotta be careful with this one because it will cause rashes and irritations and all that. So, but if you know how to properly handle it, it has tons of minerals in it. It's a great herb. Anyways, let's start with the Chariot and kind of see what the overall situation is and why you're in this movement phase regarding love. Chariot 7. And as always, I'm going to read this and then kind of give my spiel on what I think it's trying to tell us. So we have a lighting so weird. There we go. Cedar, the Chariot. Move forward with confidence. Be disciplined yet flexible in your pursuits. Embody the journey. A mandala lies on a dark forest floor. A cedar branch stripped of its needles forms the shape of roots, while another, fuller one, makes the shape of a tree canopy. The 2 stems come together to create a trunk. Cones encircle the tree. The mandala is framed by lush boughs above and below. A starlit sky casts an aura around the tree. Life is a forward-moving gift. Embark on a deeper quest. Learn from ancient wisdom and forge a new path. Cedar is both a spiritual vessel used in sacred ceremony and a literal vessel when it is used for making canoes. Like strong, flexible cedar roots finding their way to the forest, be determined and optimistic. Travel between the worlds of heaven and earth. Bring the knowledge of spirit and soul into the body, just as the cedar trunk contains the stories of the earth. Have faith in the experience. It is not the triumph, but the journey that leads to mastery. You're on a journey that could bring in love, right? And I don't know if this is like on a journey and it will bring in a person or it's a journey of self-love, right? Because like it's kind of telling you like it's not the destination that you're going to, it's the experience and the journey of you growing and learning on this path, right? So that's an interesting one. Let's get some clarifiers for this one regarding love. Okay, let's see what we get here. So it's all about the journey. You're on a journey regarding love and movement. So I'm assuming like you're not in something currently, or if you are, there is that's maybe coming to an end and there's like time for you and you're on this new experience, right? This journey of learning and growing and just living life. Whether that's leading you to a specific person or just leading you on a journey of like, learning more about yourself and loving yourself. I don't know. Let's see what we get here. Chariot, please. That says it's right way out. So that one. Got 2 of Cups. That is a good sign. I got the message like learning to love yourself, right? Understand yourself on this journey of self allows you to bring in like a higher connection that's for you because you know who you are, what you want, right? And you've lived this life for a little bit like on your own, figuring that out, which leads to more clarity around connections and things of that nature, right? More victory. A nice little spread there. All right. So for love, we have the Two of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Six of Wands. Actually, see you guys. You can see them. And this deck is the Unfolding Path Tarot. I love the artwork on the different kinds of people that are on it. All right, so back in my order. So I feel like there's like a fulfilling connection coming in, one that matches you, one that you can see yourself being in long term and moving into like more Ten of Pentacles, right? Two of Cups is like that. If you believe in like soulmate counterparty type thing. And Ten of Pentacles is like you've built this whole foundation, right? In the original tarot, it's like the house with the family and the dog, right? And the coins. It's like you've built this foundation, this family. And so I think while you're on this journey, or maybe you're on the journey to build this, right? Like you haven't found it yet, but you're working on yourself right now. And like on that journey, this kind of comes in, right? And there's almost like a knowing here, I feel like you know, just working on you and taking time for you will lead to something more, right? So that makes you feel good, makes you feel like you've succeeded, and will lead you to this person and this new, what is the word I'm trying to find? This new connection. Someone you want to build long term with, right? Someone you can see yourself with long term, someone you can be yourself with, someone who understands you and gets you, and you know, yeah, and you feel like, yeah, I hit the jackpot with this, right? Like I've found a person that's for me. Yeah, and there's just, if this is not internal knowing, it's like that sense of like when you meet somebody, it just clicks, right? Or like you feel like you've known them forever. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. So in this movement phase, you're doing your own thing, and this comes in along the way on the journey. So don't focus on it. Live your life, do your thing, right? Treat yourself and just go out there and enjoy life. And that vibration, right, of you living for yourself puts out puts out like a vibration that somebody else will notice and match and come find you with the same, right? And then you can grow and build on that same vibration with them. So that was love. So what to drop? We had the Adelita of water, Ocotillo. Ocotillo grows in the desert. And it kind of grows in lack. And just before I read this book, it makes me think like what to drop is having to force things or sustain things that aren't like giving the nourishment or the energy or the whatever, right, that you need. Like Ocotillo is like a desert plant. It lives in the desert. It's surviving off its water, right? And it still blooms, but like it's always living in like a space of lack, right? And you don't have a whole bunch of water if you need water. You're storing and saving for when you can need to use it, right? And so like any kind of lack in any sense, like you're no longer maybe accepting or trying to work with, you've realized like if this is a lack, this is a lack. Let me let that be. In addition, Ocotillo is a boundary plant. So that could be like go hand in hand, right? Like setting boundaries around what you want in the next connection. Let's read it. Ocotillo. Ocotillo. I've never actually seen it myself, but we studied it in herbal school, and I've always wanted to go out to some desert and try to find it because it looks really cool. But I have not yet done that. All right. So, Ocotillo. Protect your heartwood, but let your love blossom. Strong boundaries create healthy relationships. Give your whole heart to your cause. A young woman is on a solo hiking retreat in the desert. She makes camp near an Ocotillo cactus. The plant is crowned with vibrant pink blossoms and overlooks a river running through the canyon. The bright blue sky is dotted with fluffy clouds. She adds flowers to the water to make tea, changing the liquid to a delicate pink. The Adelita of water is committed to nurturing her spirit. She knows that time alone allows for the discovery of her innermost desires. As the inner heartwood of Ocotillo is used as sturdy building material, she vows to be a model of self-care. Just as the beautiful flowers of the Ocotillo remain safe at the top of the tall plant covered in hidden thorns, she shares her heart with brilliant flair while keeping it safe and protected from harm. She has a deeply caring center, but will battle to protect her boundaries when it comes to love. Okay, so what to release? In this card, it kind of sounds like she's on a journey, right? Which this card was saying also there's movement, right, on a journey. And this card is saying that there's like a young woman who's backpacking and she is protective of her heart, willing to give it, but she has strong boundaries around it. It could also be finding connections where you feel like you can give it your heart more freely, not to have those such high walls around or such strong boundaries around, right? Especially because this is like what to release. It makes me think that you're open to it, but you have such high walls around it that you're like cautiously open to it. And that in itself, like, kind of keeps you, there's like a wall between, right? There's like a separation there. And I feel like in the way you're moving now, you're moving in a way where you're looking for someone where you don't have to keep those boundaries. You can give freely and trust and kind of see where it takes you and not hold those high boundaries and protections in place, right? Okay, let's see what we get for Ocotillo. Temperance, so balance. This, I feel like this was sweet. It fell out upside down, so I'm turn it back around. Let me see. Anything else for Ocotillo, please? Anything else for Ocotillo? Ooh, got a bunch. Okay, so we got here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have Temperance upside down. 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and 2 of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles here, which is building, right? Foundations, all of that. Yeah, I feel like you're not trying to rush anything, especially with this 7 of Pentacles here. This card is all about like letting things grow naturally, letting them take their time, not trying to rush things or force things, right? And knowing that there will be an even more abundant harvest by letting things process naturally as they should. The Knight of Pentacles looking to build. There's balance here, right? Ensuring that there's balance. So it's kind of like this harmonious, like letting things come and go as needed. No push or pull or force or try to hold on to, right? And in that energy, finding the connection you're looking for. Looking for one that you can put your boundaries down and be open to it, right? Because you want something that flows naturally. You want like a nice balanced energy connection and not having to force or try to move forward where there's lack, right, within the connection. You really want something healthy and thriving, and you're willing to move in the flow energy while looking for that, right, while on this journey, because you don't want to continue to hold those high walls and high boundaries. Boundaries are good to have in place, but if you're always going in with like it locked in a cage, right, like you're like, yeah, I'm in this, here you go, and then it's like locked up, your heart's locked up in a cage. That's not, it's still going to cause separation and things. And so you want to be able to offer your heart freely, but you want to make sure it's the right connection. And so you're not going to rush, right? There's a thing I heard the other day. I was listening to this. I don't know what it was. This guy was saying like whenever he's unsure, right, about like is this person like good for me or not good for me? You know, when we start, you can't tell. You still can't know somebody. You won't know them till down the road. He always says like, please put in my path what is for my highest good and remove from my path what is not. And he was saying that whenever he says that, it kind of clears itself out for him, where he's noticed that over time, like if it's not meant for him, if it's not meant for him, then within like a week or two or so, that kind of clears away. And if it is, it stays, right? And he gets to take the chance to kind of figure out, okay, this is still here. How do I move forward with this? It's kind of just like a tidbit, take it or leave it, right? I thought it was interesting. Kind of getting a little more information and a little more support just from the universe, right? Hey, universe, help me out here. I'm not sure. Give me like, give me some signs, right? But yeah, that's what you're trying to build here. Now let's get Nettle. Nettle is what to pick up. And Nettle is Ace of Earth, so Ace of Pentacles. So a new beginning. I'm thinking off top. Let's see what it has to say. Nettle. Health and wealth may begin with a sting. Take the next step, even if it hurts. Let your gifts take root in the physical world. A dense evergreen forest is brimming with life. The broken branches of giant moss-covered evergreen trees make way for the sun. A healthy stand of nettles is illuminated. The tiny poison-filled syringes in the leaves and stems glisten in the light. An admiral butterfly flits about until it lands on... An admiral butterfly flits about until it lands to lay eggs underneath one of the serrated leaves. The beginning of a new project can be challenging. Respond to practical developments with action. The outcome is closer than you think. Nettle stops us when it brushes against our skin and stings. Pay attention to what is calling. Nettle may be a familiar weed, but it is also potent medicine. You already have access to the resources you desire, but you may need to accept it first. Rope, baskets, and clothing are also made with nettle. Find stability and prosperity in fulfilling work that takes root in the physical world. Develop your skills and enjoy your creations. Receive the gifts of the earth. Build on the path of your ancestors. So some kind of new beginning is what it was speaking about. And like listening to yourself, right? Like nettle stops you in your path when it stings. It's like listen to what's happening within you, outside of you, right? And like what the intuition of that is telling while you're on this journey that will lead you to where you're wanting to go, right? Ace of Earth, please. Nettle. Ooh, so many. Okay, what we got here? We got moons. There's some unknown. Conflict, strength. Okay, I think that's good there. Okay, so we got the moon. The 5 of the moon. 5 of wands upside down. Strength card upside down. And the King of Pentacles upside down. So you're just beginning this foundation of building, of being open to building something new, right? I'm thinking here you're in movement on a journey of self. Maybe you were in some area of lack, but you've moved from that, right? Regarding a connection possibly. And if you weren't, you were in a space of lack, but now you're building into your life, right? But there's a lot of unknown in that, right? And there's a lot of like trust you have to have in the sense of when you're on a path like this and you're building something brand new for yourself, because you don't know where you're going, where you're going to end up, right? You don't know the future, and you're kind of just trusting and living each day, going on this journey, building into this journey, right? And so it says that this journey has like this Ace of Earth has like a lack of conflict. So like you're not in conflict with yourself or with anyone else. You're just like moving and learning and growing, but there is a lot that you unknown that you don't see, right? Coming ahead of you, and not in a bad way, just like there's unknown on the journey of building whatever this Ace of Earth is. Because the King of Pentacles is like the one who's like abundant, and he's not there yet because you're just starting. This is like the first pentacle laid down to build this Ace of Earth that you're moving into. And so there's a lot of unknown to it. and you'll have to have strength and trust your intuition to guide you and move you forward and, you know, grow on this journey that you're on. But ultimately, it's going to be a beautiful journey that leads you somewhere new. All right, let's get an advice card for you. You know what? These little dragons are calling me. So we're going to do the dragons. I haven't used them yet here. They just kind of give you like a little, what advice do we have, please, for this pile and the journey they're on. All right, see what we got. Advice, please, for this pile. Advice, please. Ooh, so many. Oh, interesting. You got moderation and shine. That makes me think, like, don't rush through this process. Take your time. Move at your own pace, right? But don't lose your shine in this. Like, don't lose your confidence. Don't lose, right, your brilliance, all that you are in this, right? Keep your shine and take your time as you are working through this and moving through this. Aren't these just so cute? Starfruit dragon and tomato dragon. May have confirmation for any of you who like maybe starfruit or tomatoes. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I got for you. Hope that helped.